How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I'm currently headed into Virginia to George Washington National Forest, a section of the forest I've never been to before. We're going to do a little exploring, take my car camper for a night, cook over a fire, just enjoy a nice peaceful night in the woods alone. It should be fun. I'll show you some of the mountains we're headed to. There's a good shot of the Shenandoah Mountains, Shenandoah National Park. We're going to be just west of there. I just need to make one little stop at Walmart to get a steak or hot dogs, something for dinner tonight. And then we're going to drive into this dirt road, into the forest, and have a good night in the woods. Just made a turn onto Fort Valley Road. This runs the entire length of the valley through the Massanutten Range, and that's where we're going to be headed. We're now entering George Washington National Forest. Starting to get very tight down here in the valley. There's a small creek that I believe is stocked by Virginia just over to the left here. Looks very good. Good guy fly fishing right there. I've seen 7 trucks already, people fishing, and it's a weekday. So this place must get beat. Sure is a beautiful area. We just got on a true forest road. The last dirt road had a few houses on it. This is a clear drop off right over the side. The mountain right there. And we're less than a mile from camp. We've just arrived at the Little Fort Campground, George Washington National Forest. Let's go check out this information sign, see if we have to check in or anything. It looks like we do. Little registration station. All right, let's check it out. We have no camping fees, pack out all trash, no alcohol. Don't worry about that. I've got my own party favors. And let's see what we have to do here. All right, so we just got to go drive down the road, find what site we want, and then come back. Whatever site we're going to use, we're just going to flip over the little thing to the red side. Doesn't look like anybody's here. We've got the place to ourselves. I love that. I'm going to keep driving all the way down just to see all the campsites and pick the best one since there's nobody here. This campground's a small loop, and I believe it has 9 sites. I'm going to take this site right here. It seems pretty flat for the car. There's an area just down there with a tent pad, which I'm not going to use, and a fire ring and a picnic table so I can eat comfortably and have a fire tonight because it's going to get pretty cold. Here's a better look at the site. It's a really nice fire ring. And it'll be nice to have a picnic table. It looks like there's a path down there and I can hear water. I thought there was no water access. I'm gonna walk down there real quick and see what's going on. I see a stock trout sign, guys. Unfortunately, I don't have my Virginia fishing license. Beautiful little creek. Let's see if there's any trout in here. You can spot one. I read online that this dispersed camping area had no water access, but obviously it does. I only walked about 20 yards. Another nice perk about this campground, it's got a pit toilet, and right now nature is calling. Just to be safe. Wow. Oh my God. This is the best smelling Echo. This is the best smelling toilet I've ever been in the backcountry, ever. Doesn't even smell like poop in here. I've been sitting here for a few minutes thinking about what I want to do. If I want to sit here and camp, collect firewood for the fire, get some stuff ready that isn't already ready for the car camper, or do I want to hike up that mountain to a lookout tower that I've never been to before? I'm leaning towards lookout tower. I think I got enough wood around here for later. I got a headlamp so I can collect in the dark if I need to. Let's hike up that mountain. I'm gonna make a sandwich for the hike. When I get up there, I can eat. Some cheese, salami I got from Walmart. grab a couple mayonnaise packets. Oh, that's a ranch. There's mayonnaise, there's mayonnaise. And I'll grab a soda too, a small one. Oh, let's see. Chips and some bread. I'm just hiking up to meet up with the Massanutten Trail and then the side trail to Woodstock Tower. So I'll catch up with you guys in a few minutes. Well, we've climbed up a bit in elevation. You can see much more of the mountains in Shenandoah through that gap now. All right, we just hit the second switchback. This is gonna lead us right up to the ridge line. You can tell it's starting to get a little rockier. Well, this never comes out on camera, but it's starting to get pretty steep. I can see way up there. Well, it looks like we've reached the ridge line. Now we just got to find the trail that leads up to the fire tower. Oh, it's right here. How convenient. And now we've got some views opening up to the east. There's that big gap that I showed you when we were climbing up the mountain. We're up way above it now. This tower is actually a lot taller than the other tower on the eastern side of the range, one I've been to before, Kennedy Peak. Well, we made it. Look at that. Paragliding. Freaking awesome. I wasn't expecting to see that up here. Give you guys a full 360-degree view of the beauty. That range in the distance is Shenandoah National Park. It's looking north. This is looking northwest. This is looking west. Looks like we've got another paraglider out. It's looking southwest. And there's south. Yeah, man! That's awesome! Woo! Well, this seems like a pretty legit place to have lunch, so I'm going to make my sandwich, sit down, have a little snack, and enjoy myself up here for a little while before we hike back down to the car. I'm about 2/3 of the way down the mountain to camp. I've got a decent amount of medium-sized firewood. I didn't want to grab anything too big because I didn't want to carry it, and I didn't want to grab anything too small because what's the point? That's a start. Using this funnel makes filling up these smaller water bottles a lot easier from this big water jug. There we go. All right, guys, I'm losing the last little bit of sun behind the mountain there. I'm about to get into the car, do a little editing for a while before I start the fire. I did notice a little bit of trash around this campground. There's a few like Gatorade bottles down there, a couple cans, just a little bit of trash left around. So tomorrow when I leave, I'm gonna go around, pick it all up, put it in a bag, take it with me, leave this site better than I found it. Just got in the car camper, got all the window covers on except for the back window because I'm gonna be looking out to the mountains tonight and tomorrow morning to see the sunrise. Anyway, I thought I'd show you guys what I look like in here with all the stuff in here, see how I fit. I've got my sock and underwear bag underneath my pillow, and my bed's in recliner mode so I can sit up and do a little editing on the computer. You can see I've got my other big clothes bag on my lap to get the computer a little bit higher right in front of my face. I've got all my batteries here, my phone charging. My cooler kind of doubles as the table, and it's got a couple cup holders for a can, which is nice. This is all my kitchen stuff. I kind of just use this to put stuff on, like when I'm done with my laptop. I'll just throw it right there and it sits there fine. Finished up some editing in the car and I'm about to light this fire, cook this steak up. I'm hungry. There we go. Keep giving it the little stuff. Well, she's raging now. Feels really good too. It's supposed to get into the low 20s here tonight. This is what it's all about right here. In this campground all by myself. I can hear a creek down there. Perfectly quiet. Nice and cold, but I'm warm by the fire. Now we just need the steak. Grab that, and we might as well grab a can of soda. It's cold enough outside that it'll be nice and cold. Here's dinner for the night: baked potato and a steak cooked over the fire. Might have a piece of buttered bread too. We're gonna wrap the potato up and get this on the fire first because this is gonna take a while to cook. You can see my baked potato sitting right there. It's been on for just under an hour. I'm gonna flatten out all these embers and grab the grill. All right, I'm just gonna hit the grill with a little bit of butter first. I got a nice steak, throw that on. Oh yeah. I just checked the baked potato. It is almost done, if not done already. Just put a little bit of extra butter on top of the steak. Check that right now and see how that's doing. Just flip the steak over. Look at that. Oh, man, it's gonna be good. All right, I'm gonna take the potato out with my glove. Hopefully not. Oh yeah, that's done. Put the potato over here. I just took the steak off. We're gonna see how it's cooked. Went and grabbed the Lucy light out of the car so I could see what I was eating. The fire died down and it's pitch black out here. Man, this is so good. Well, that was very good. Oh man, it really hit the spot. Just doing the last bit of cleanup from dinner. All this in a Ziploc. Take my fork. Lick it clean. Get all the big stuff. There we go. I've got the trash in the trash can from dinner. That should keep all of the smells from that steak and potato and butter in there so it don't stink up my car. My table's set up for the night. I got my water, got a little bit of soda left, and my Lucy lights right there. I'm gonna hop in the back and lay down. Well guys, after that glorious dinner, I'm gonna get into the camper and head in for the night. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Just woke up. It's about 7:20. The sun is coming up. It looks a little overcast out right now, actually. I'm gonna wait a little while to get out of the car Oh, because it's still pretty cold and I'm so warm in here. So when I get up to make some breakfast, I'll get with you then. I gotta get motivated to get up. Oh, change out of my sleep clothes. Put a jacket on and cook some breakfast. I'm gonna grab my kitchen and put the dirty grill in a Ziploc last night. Time to make a little breakfast. I'm gonna do some French toast. I got my dirty stick of butter, some ground cinnamon, a couple eggs, bowl, fork, bread, juice, pot, stove. Finish it up with some syrup. All right, we gotta hurry this up. My eggs are starting to freeze. We're gonna use the propane stove. This cooks a lot more even than the backpacking stove does. We have heat. There we go. Melting up the last of this little bit of dirty butter. Let's get an egg wash piece of bread now. Stick a piece of bread in there. Let it soak all that up. Right in there. I think what I'm gonna have to do is eat this one while this one's cooking. Otherwise that's gonna be cold in about 2 minutes. So we're gonna throw this in the pan. This last piece. Now the sun's finally up. It's warming up nicely. It feels really good. Give it a taste. Oh man, delicious. Other one's still cooking. I'm gonna get this piece down. I just put a fire starter in here. I'm gonna light that up, see if we can get this fire going, because it's getting kind of cold again. Well, that fire starter took off. I got a couple big logs on there and a couple other big ones left. So I'm gonna sit here by the fire and enjoy it. Now I've had breakfast and the fire's going, the sun is up. I'm gonna go around and pick up all the trash around this campsite. All right guys, that's gonna wrap up this trip. I'm gonna sit by the fire for a little bit longer and then put it out for good. I had a lot of fun in the National Forest last night. It was very peaceful. I'll definitely be coming back to this camp spot again. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.